Welcome to the Restorative Trauma-Informed Care Train the Trainer. CARE stands for Compassion, Appreciation, Resilience, and Empowerment. Today's video recording will provide valuable information on the training agenda, a brief reminder of the Zoom tutorial and norms, group agreements, our hopes for the training, the history of CARE, what it means to be a CARE trainer in a CARE organization, what is Trauma-Informed Leadership Team or TILT, the purpose of the learning collaboratives, and what the CARE recertification process looks like. We will round out the video by taking a look at the Children's Wellness Coalition website and the CARE interactive map. Let's start by looking at the agenda for the entire training. You should have received calendaring invites with Zoom links from Liza Patchen Short for all of the following dates. August 18th, Introduction to CARE and Trauma-Informed Care. August 19th, Equity and the Intersectionality of Trauma-Informed Care. August 20th, Restorative Practices. August 25th, Adverse Childhood Experiences. August 27th, Adverse Childhood Experiences Deep Dive. September 1st, Resiliency and Brain Science. September 3rd, Resiliency and Brain Science Deep Dive. September 10th, Self-Care and Secondary Traumatic Stress. September the 11th, Self-Care and Secondary Traumatic Stress Deep Dive. All of the training schedules are from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you did not receive any of these calendaring invites, please contact Liza at liza.patchen-short@snoco.org or myself at laura.moat@snoco.org, and we will forward the invites to you. Our hopes for the 4 hours you are in the training each session, you will allow yourself to be fully present. Brene Brown says it best when in her exercise of giving yourself permission, Our hope is that each session you practice the exercise of giving yourself permission to show up by writing what is you need on the sticky note and placing it by your computer as a reminder. If you are struggling to allow yourself to show up, take a look at what is going on in your body. What you are thinking, what you are feeling, what bodily sensations that you are having. A suggestion would be to complete a grounding exercise for yourself. An exercise I like to practice to ground myself and allow myself to show up is the Blue Orb Meditation by Mindful Minutes. And this is how it goes. Visualize yourself surrounded by a glowing orb of blue light. Breathe in the light and allow it to fill your whole head. As you breathe out, visualize tension leaving your body as black smoke. It dissolves completely in the light around you. Continue with each breath to allow your body to gradually fill with the healing blue light until your entire being is clear, like a crystal blue orb. Allow yourself approximately 5 to 10 minutes to complete this meditative practice. We've created a separate Zoom tutorial video detailing the intricacies of the Zoom platform. If you have any questions regarding the Zoom platform after watching the video and attending the Tech Teach meet and greet, please contact me at laura.moat@snoco.org, and I will attempt to answer any of your questions. The following group agreements will assist us in how we will work together respectfully and effectively throughout the entirety of the training by building safety and connection, collaboration, learning from each other, and respecting the virtual space that we are in. If the group agreements are broken, Liza and I will contact you via email before the next training to discuss ways that we have, that we can support you. Our hopes for the training are that you develop a clear understanding of what a CARE champion, trainer, and a CARE organization looks like. Our goal is for you to understand how to apply and internalize restorative trauma-informed principles and frameworks into your TILT teams, policies and procedures, and the culture of your organization. As a trainer, our goal is for you to understand and have the ability to relay the impacts of adverse childhood experiences, the importance of building resiliency to mitigate the effects of adverse childhood experiences, and the understanding of how the brain is shaped and pruned due to adversity and the plasticity to develop new pathways. As a care champion, our hope is you develop an understanding of the importance and ethical obligation self-care is to the practice of restorative trauma-informed care. Finally, as a care organization, our hope is that you develop a deeper understanding of the root cause of trauma and develop shared equity and trauma-informed analysis to mitigate the complex cultural, social, economic, and political forces that impact the people that we serve. Now that we have told you our hopes, let me tell you a bit about the history and background of care. Back in 2015, a core group of Snohomish County behavioral health employees developed a coalition to work on a community level of reducing the stigma of mental health, building community collaboration, and increasing resiliency in Snohomish County. The coalition was driven by the Adverse Childhood Experiences study on the detrimental effects of ACEs and how building resiliency could mitigate the effects. The coalition decided the first steps to developing a restorative trauma-informed Snohomish County was to focus on the school environment. We held our first conference at Tulalip Casino Ballroom and introduced Snohomish County educators in the community to trauma-informed care and how to implement trauma-informed practices within our education system. We also introduced a collaborative effort between Snohomish County, Continua Consulting, and schools to create trauma-informed schools throughout Snohomish County. To date, we have over 30 schools working with Continua Consulting to embed trauma-informed policies and principles into their course structure. Snohomish County Behavioral Health is committed to adding schools annually, and our goal is for all schools in Snohomish County to be trauma-informed. Since restorative trauma-informed care is a holistic approach, our second goal was to move our focus to community organizations by hosting Train the Trainer trainings and developing the care designation. To date, we have over 25 organizations that are certified care sites, and we continue to add more annually. We will discuss care organizations later when we look at the interactive map. We have developed a pictograph roadmap showing the steps to becoming a care organization. Step 1, everyone in attendance has signed the agreement sent to you by Liza. Step 2, your organization agreed to send a minimum of 2 representatives from each organization to attend all 9 virtual training sessions. Step 3, each organization forms a trauma-informed leadership team, better known as TILT, that meets at least monthly. Again, more on TILT in just a few moments. Step 4, each attendee agrees to participate in a minimum of 6 additional mandatory learning collaboratives each year over the next 2 years. You will hear more about the learning collaboratives in a few moments. Step 5, your TILT team identifies at least one practice area and works towards others as they see fit. Step 6, as a care organization, your TILT continues to participate in learning through collaboration, connection, and training opportunities. Step 7. It is best practice to recertify the care designation every 2 years to develop a sustainable practice of continuing to shift the culture to restorative and trauma-informed. As trainers, you will train your entire workplace to include all the components of restorative trauma-informed practices within the agreement timeframe. The core training will be completed by September 30th, 2021. As a care champion, it is recommended that you develop a training plan to obtain the decal within the 1-year timeframe. If at any time you need help or care assistance, please reach out to the care community, Liza, or me. Now more about the trauma-informed leadership team, better known as TILT. Ideally, your TILT is a diverse representation amongst divisions within your organization, such as administration, support staff, human resources, direct services, and financial. The ultimate goal of the TILT is to shape and lead the culture shift of your organization by working to embed restorative trauma-informed principles into policy, procedure, and practice within the organization. An important trauma-informed principle is consistency and predictability. By scheduling your TILT meeting for the same date, time, and place each month, you are modeling trauma-informed principles. We have created a monthly tilt report that is in your tilt manual. Please feel free to use the report in conjunction with the standards of practice to guide and maintain records of your tilt progress. As care champions, it is crucial to develop trustworthiness and transparency by communicating to management and administration, as well as your fellow coworkers, on how your tilt is going to move trauma-informed work forward in the organization. Later, I will be showing you the Children's Wellness Coalition website. On the website, we have a tilt module that gives great information on how to form the tilt. Now on to the learning collaboratives. The learning collaboratives are a great way to get support, resources, and to further your knowledge of trauma-informed care and to grow the care community. The theme of the learning collaboratives are to learn more, share more, practice more. To have manageable time and space, we will have 4 learning collaborative times to choose from each month. Our learning collaboratives will be held the second week of the month and have both morning and afternoon times to hopefully meet your needs. You will see the dates and times listed in the manual. Please select the corresponding Zoom link and register. Our first learning collaboratives will focus on a teach back of the core presentation slides you focused on in the training. The learning collaboratives will begin in October, so register soon. At the end of the original 2-year agreement, you will get information on how to recertify your care designation. The recertification process is best practice to continue to grow and sustain restorative trauma-informed practices within your organization. The recertification process includes an application and conversation with either Liza or me, completing the care assessment yearly in order to see the measurable growth happening within your organization, continuation of participating in the TILT collaboratives that begin after year 1, and continue to attend trainings to support your organizational growth. The Children's Wellness Coalition and Snohomish County host trainings throughout the year. Many of these trainings are centered around embedding trauma-informed practices into your organization. As a care organization, you will be sent information on any upcoming trainings and how to register. Please feel free to distribute your trainings information to your TILTs and throughout your organization when you receive these emails. Our next training is our Building Community Resilience virtual conference being held on November the 6th, 2020. Registration is $20. We have more training scheduled for 2021, so be on the lookout for any upcoming emails. Once you meet all the criteria to becoming a care organization, please let Liza or me know and we will get you your care decal. The care decal is a window cling that you can place in your front window, at your front desk area, or anywhere that's visible to the public. That lets the public know that you are a care designated organization. We also have information you can add to your websites. We hope to have brochures in the near future that describe what care is to the public. We also ask that you take a photo of your TILT, your entire organization, or trainers in front of the care decal so that we can put it on the Children's Wellness Coalition website. The ultimate goal of having a restorative trauma-informed organization is for your organization to thrive in healthy practices that allow your staff to feel valued, heard, and moving towards healing practices. The organization places person over task by promoting self-care to reduce sick time, burnout, and increase staff turnover. An organization that develops consistency, predictability, and expectations of both the organization and its employees will lead to an increase in productivity, job satisfaction, and emotion regulation. Ultimately, restorative trauma-informed practices within the organization develop a deeper connection, a sense of belonging, and richer relationships with both coworkers and the people that they serve. Liza and I are here to assist you in care support wherever it may be. We can help with training questions, resources, TILT work, listening circles, executive leadership assistance, and point you in the right direction to any outside trainers that could benefit your restorative trauma-informed journey. We are able to provide CEU credits for social work, LMHC, LMFT, or SUD certifications. If you wish to have CEU credits, please email me at laura.moat@snoco.org. At the end of each training session, I will email you 2 SurveyMonkey links. One for a quiz that you must take and pass with a 70% or higher, and an evaluation. These are requirements set by RCW and NASW Washington for online CEU credits. If you do not need CEU credits, you will only receive an evaluation, a SurveyMonkey link evaluation at the end of each training session. We encourage you to be open and honest so that we may learn from our new experiences. And finally, at the end of the 9 sessions, we will be mailing to you, your organization, a flash drive of all the PowerPoint trainings, the manual, and your Restorative Care Trauma-Informed Care Trainer certification. This is what the certification looks like. Okay, the last 2 things that we want to look at and introduce you to are the Children's Wellness Coalition website and the interactive map. The Children's Wellness Coalition website is www.snocochildrenswellnesscoalition.com. If you'll look to the left, you'll see the menu of options that we have on the Children's Wellness Coalition website. The cool thing is that if you also hover over the pictures take you to the links as well. The first site that I want to show you to is the Essential Learning. The Essential Learning has web portals for adverse childhood experiences, resiliency, our trauma-informed approach, avoiding re-traumatization, balancing screen time, our favorite media, and our favorite books. We'll just go into the balancing screen time. So it gives you the information from 0 to 18, 18 to 24, all the way up to 6 years, and simple steps to be able to create healthy media habits. This is a great resource for our early learning children and our early school age children on being able to balance their screen time. The next one I want to take you to is the Community Care site. And it really talks about what is care. So it gives our guiding principles: safety, trustworthy and transparency, peer support, collaboration and mutuality, empowerment, voice and choice, resiliency, cultural, historical, and gender issues, training, and our continued growth. Where is care? We'll learn more about this in a few minutes when we look at the interactive map. This is a part of the interactive map. You can come here, or you can actually go into the interactive map. It shows you where the trauma-informed schools are, our trauma-informed organizations as a whole, and then these are the breakdown by behavioral health, medical, housing, mental health, and then all trauma-informed care champions. Next thing is our care organization. So it goes into an individualized list of our care organizations. Then we have our self-care resources, preventative self-care. So this is your own self-care. What About You workbook, creating your personal stress management plan from the University of Buffalo. Being able to really kind of focus on your own self-care, because as we mentioned earlier, self-care is imperative and ethical in our trauma-informed principles. The next is our resources. One particular resources that I want to show you is our LGBTQ resources. So it gives information on the Trevor Project, any crisis support groups, medical clinics, advocacy for services of assault and abuse, housing and drop-in centers, education and support services, and then any other support services that we have. And this is specifically for our LGBTQ population. Next, I want to show you about the US. About Us takes you to our coalition webpage, And it really kind of gives you a history of what the coalition is and our strategic plan. And then it talks about our progress and the progress that we've made and how you contact us in our meeting minutes for the Children's Wellness Coalition, and then our progress and any updates. Oh, that is duplicated. Here are our meeting minutes as well. If you're not a member of the Children's Wellness Coalition website, or Children's Wellness Coalition, we meet on the third Friday of each month from 9 to 10:30. We are meeting via Zoom for the unforeseeable future. So if you would like to be able to get on that listserv, you can email Liza or myself, and we will have you added to the Children's Wellness Coalition website listserv. And these are all of the meeting minutes. The 2020 minute and agendas will be updated soon. And one of the most important things that I wanted to show you was our care forum. Our care forum is specifically for our care organizations, and it's password protected, so only the care organizations have access to it. The password is protect our future, all lowercase, all one word. And we're going to enter the website or the portal. And this is going to give us information on things specific to the training modules, brain science, resiliency, organizational resources and planning, our vicarious trauma and our compassion fatigue, the self-care module, our ACEs and our trauma module. And then I want to show you, this is our TILT module. We were talking about this earlier while we were on the TILT page in our in our PowerPoint. And this is where you go to find the video. So we're clicking there again, and you'll see TILT webinar. So you'll click on this. It's about a 45-minute to an hour-long webinar. It's really great. It's produced by Continua Consulting, so it gives you a lot of school-based information, but it also gives you a lot of information on the importance of developing a TILT team. Our recommendation is for you to watch this when you have your very first TILT meeting. And as care champions, watch this before so that you can talk to your administration and your coworkers about what TILT is and encourage them to join your TILT team. There's also our organizational benefits of TIC PowerPoint. It's a short PowerPoint talking about the benefits, and then the trauma-informed care definitions. The TILT mod, or I'm sorry, not the TILT module, but the care forum will also be where you are going to download your care manual for your training. It will be listed in the main modules right here. So these sea green colored highlights, it will say Cohort 3 training module, and it will be uploaded by August the 12th. For you to be able to download that. We strongly encourage you to print off the manual and the PowerPoints attached to the manual so that you have the ability to make notes while you're actually in the training, so that you'll be watching your computer screen and you can take handwritten notes in the places that you need that information, such as your PowerPoints. Okay, so now that we've looked at the Children's Wellness Coalition website, I'm going to take you over to our Care Interactive Map. And this is our Care Interactive Map. You saw a little bit of it in the Children's Wellness Coalition website. So the first is giving you what is a caring community, what is trauma-informed care, how is care started, who is included in the map, how to navigate the map, and any questions. So we're going to look at the very second tab. So the second tab is our trauma-informed schools. The great thing is that if you don't know where the school is, you can look it up by name. And if you're in a certain location and you don't know what the school's name is, you can look in that area and you can click on the tab. So I'll click on 31, which is Sultan Middle School, and you'll be able to see which schools are in that area. And then we're going to go to the third tab. These are all of our trauma-informed organizations. If you go to, we'll choose Child Strive. So you're going into Child Strive, and it shows you right here on the map where Child Strive is. And then it shows you their mission statement. It shows you their phone number. It shows you their addresses, and it gives you their email address. And the blue hyperlink is actually a link to their website. So you have all of these important information. So if any of your coworkers or you are looking for resources and you want to specifically send one of your clients to a care designated resource, you can come into the interactive map and look for this information. The good thing is that we have it all delineated out by services. So we have our behavioral health services, we have our medical services, we have our housing services, and we have our mental health counseling on site. So let's just go to the behavioral health services. So if you're specifically wanting to look for substance abuse treatment for someone, so Center for Human Services provides substance abuse treatment. It gives you their mission statement. The blue hyperlink goes to their website. This is the phone number, and this is the address to the facility that they have in Snohomish County. And we can go back. Oh, sorry. We have multiple different services. We have domestic violence services, CMAR community services, therapeutic health services, CMAR. And you can also go and look. So we're going to come down here all the way into southern King County at Tacoma, and we have coordinated care. Coordinated care is an MCO organization that serves our foster population for Snohomish County, and they are a trauma-informed site as well. So then we have our medical services. If you need to send someone to a doctor's office, so we have Snohomish Health District, we have CMAR Community Services, so they provide medical services as well. This is their behavioral health website, their phone number, their hours of operation, and their address. And we're going to our housing services. So if you needed to provide housing services, someone's looking for emergency shelter housing, and it's a teenager. So we have Cocoon House. Hyperlink goes to their website, their phone number, one of their addresses, their main address for Cocoon House, and then an email address. And then we have our mental health counseling services. So these provide specific mental health counseling services. So you want to send someone to therapeutic health services. Their youth and family branch is a certified care designated site. So you're looking at having them to go there. You can look at their Snohomish and Everett branch, the phone number, and the address as well. So it's a really great quick resource to be able to show your employees and your fellow coworkers and your administration on how to be able to easily refer services to our care designated sites. Now that we're finished with looking at the interactive map, I want to take you back to the PowerPoint. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this important video. If you have any questions, any concerns, any thoughts, please don't hesitate to contact Liza and I. And we look forward to seeing you on August 12th for our Tech Teach Meet and Greet from 1 to 2. You should have received that Zoom link and a calendaring invite. If you have not received that, please contact Liza or myself, and we will get that emailed to you. And we will then again see you on August the 18th for the first day of our training. Hope you are well, and we'll see you soon. Bye.